Hello, my dear friends. Today, I want to talk about something very special. Let me tell you, having a good companion in life is like having a warm light in the dark. A good friend, a true partner, is someone who can help us stay strong, even in our hardest moments. Sometimes life feels like a big mountain. It's tall, and climbing it can feel impossible. But when we have someone beside us, someone who believes in us, everything feels different. A good companion brings energy, hope, and strength. They remind us that we are not alone. They make us feel powerful, even when we feel weak. In my life, I had such a companion. This person helped me through so many hard times. Their support changed everything for me. But I won't tell you everything just yet. As we go on, you will see how much they helped me and how maybe we can all find someone like this. When I was a young girl, I had a big dream. I wanted to travel the world. I imagined visiting faraway countries, meeting new people, and learning about different cultures. I wanted to make documentaries about the places I visited. I could see myself with a camera in my hand, capturing stories from every corner of the world. But my life was not easy. You see, I grew up in difficult conditions. My family didn't have a lot of money. I had to start working at a young age just to help my family and pay for my own needs. Every day after school, I went to work. I worked at a small store selling groceries to customers. It was hard, tiring work, but I didn't complain. I knew I had to help my family, and I was proud to do so. But working meant I didn't have time to think about my dream. Every evening, I came home tired. There was no time, no money, and sometimes no hope. I would lie in bed and wonder, will I ever get the chance to travel? There was another problem too. I needed to learn English to achieve my dream. English is important because it's the language of travelers and documentary makers. But learning English was expensive. English classes cost a lot of money, and I couldn't afford it. And even if I could pay for it, learning a new language takes time. I didn't have that time. Sometimes I felt lost. I saw my dream in front of me, but it felt so far away. It was like trying to reach the stars. I could see them, but I couldn't touch them. But still, I held on to my dream. Even when things looked dark, a little light inside me kept glowing. One day, something unexpected happened. I met a man named Sam. He was different from anyone I had ever known. We met at a small cafe in my town. I was sitting alone, lost in my thoughts, when he came over with a warm smile and asked, "Is this seat taken?" I looked up and saw kindness in his eyes. I nodded, and he sat down. At first, we just talked about simple things, about the weather, about our favorite food, little things like that. But then something amazing happened. We started talking about dreams. I told him about my wish to travel the world and make documentaries. To my surprise, his eyes lit up. "I have the same dream," he said with excitement. Sam also wanted to explore new places, meet people, and learn about different cultures. It felt like magic. Here was someone who understood me, someone who shared my dream. We talked for hours, forgetting about time, as if the rest of the world didn't exist. I had never felt so connected to anyone before. As days went by, we started spending more time together. Sam had a way of making me feel special. He listened to every word I said, and he understood my fears, my hopes, my struggles. He didn't just listen, he truly cared. He understood what it was like to work hard and to keep going even when things were tough. One evening, we went for a walk under the stars. Sam stopped, looked at me, and said, "Maria, I believe in you. I know you can make your dream come true." His words were like a warm embrace. I felt tears in my eyes. No one had ever believed in me like that before. Slowly, I felt my heart opening up. I started to feel something more, something deep and beautiful. I was falling in love with Sam. He became the light in my life, the person I wanted to share everything with. Sam made me believe in myself again. He showed me that dreams are not impossible when you have someone by your side who believes in you. And as my feelings grew, I knew that he was no longer just a friend or a companion. Sam was becoming my world. At first, everything between Sam and me felt perfect. But as life often does, it tested us. One by one, hard times came, and we faced some serious challenges. First, we both faced financial problems. I lost my job at the store because the business was struggling, and Sam's project at his workplace ended unexpectedly. Suddenly, neither of us had a steady income. We had to make difficult choices, counting every penny and cutting back on little pleasures. We stopped going out, cooking simple meals at home, and trying our best to stay positive. But it was hard. I could see the worry in Sam's eyes, and he could see the stress in mine. Then something heartbreaking happened. My beloved cat, Bella, who had been my companion for years, passed away. Bella had been there with me through so many lonely nights, her gentle purrs giving me comfort. Losing her felt like losing a part of myself. I fell into a dark place, filled with sadness and loneliness. Sam was there every day, even when I pushed him away. He would sit with me in silence, just holding my hand, letting me cry, and letting me be sad without judgment. His quiet support was like a warm blanket, comforting me in my sorrow. For a time, everything felt heavy. I struggled to find joy in anything, and Sam's encouragement was the only thing keeping me going. I remember one evening when he looked at me and said, "Maria, you've been strong for so long. It's okay to feel this pain, but don't forget your dreams. I'm here, and together we'll make it through this." His words reminded me of the fire inside me, the dream that was waiting for me. Slowly, with his help, I started to find my way back. We knew that to move forward, we needed a new skill, something that could open doors for us. So we decided to learn English together. At first, we had no idea where to start, but we were determined. Every evening we would sit together with notebooks, dictionaries, and our phones for translations. We promised to help each other, even if it was hard. Sam had a clever idea. We started learning one new word each day. He would find a new word and teach it to me. Then I would use it in a sentence. The next day, it was my turn to find a new word for both of us to learn. We would quiz each other, making sure we remembered yesterday's word before moving on. Soon, learning time became our favorite part of the day. To make learning fun, we also watched English movies with subtitles. Sometimes we paused and repeated sentences, trying to match the way the actor spoke. We laughed so much, especially when one of us made a funny mistake with pronunciation. It was difficult, but we were there for each other, encouraging each other to try again. One day, we found a free English podcast. We listened together, repeating phrases out loud, and even tried to guess the meaning before looking it up. We took turns practicing simple conversations like asking for directions or ordering food. At first it was awkward, but soon it felt natural, as if we were getting closer to our dream. As the months passed, our English improved little by little. We faced many tough days, but we knew that we were stronger together. Sam's words and his gentle patience helped me through my sadness, and I became his motivation to keep learning, keep believing, and keep fighting for our dreams. Today, as I look back on my journey, I feel proud. With Sam by my side, I didn't just dream, I lived my dream. Together, we traveled to many places, capturing the beauty and stories of each place we visited. With a camera in my hand and Sam's encouragement, I grew into a real documentary filmmaker, working with networks around the world. One of our first trips was to Italy. I'll never forget the moment we stood in front of the Colosseum, its ancient stones glowing in the evening light. Sam and I filmed the scene together, capturing not only the history of the place, but also the energy and life of people who walked those ancient streets. Our English skills helped us connect with locals, ask them questions, and understand their stories. In Japan, we traveled to a small village hidden in the mountains. The village was peaceful and beautiful, with cherry blossoms falling softly around us. We met a kind, elderly man who told us stories about the old days, about samurai and ancient customs. Without English, we wouldn't have been able to understand him, but thanks to our hard work, we could communicate. This man became a part of our film, his face lighting up as he shared his memories with us. Every place we visited brought new friends and experiences. In Brazil, we danced in the vibrant streets during the carnival. Sam and I laughed as we joined the parade, surrounded by colorful costumes and happy faces. I remember feeling so free, so alive, knowing I was living my dream and sharing it with the person I loved. It wasn't always easy. We faced challenges, misunderstandings, and cultural differences. But each experience brought us closer. Sam was there with his steady smile, his gentle patience, and his words of encouragement, reminding me of how far we'd come. Together, we turned our travels into documentaries that connected people, showing them the beauty and diversity of the world. Now, every time I share one of our documentaries, I feel grateful, not just for the success, but for the memories and experiences that Sam and I created together. With a true, supportive companion, every moment becomes brighter, every challenge more bearable, and every dream more achievable. As I look back, I remember all the unique ways Sam and I tried to learn English together. Learning a language was a journey with ups and downs, and sometimes we just had to laugh at our own mistakes. Here are some of the best methods we used with all the funny, challenging, and memorable moments that made our learning experience one of the sweetest parts of our journey. 1. Learning through movies and shows. One of our favorite methods was watching movies in English with subtitles. We started with simple movies and cartoons because they were easy to understand. Sam and I would pick a movie, make some popcorn, and sit on the couch, ready to learn and enjoy. The first time we tried, I remember pausing every few minutes because I didn't understand a word. Sam would rewind and repeat the line with funny expressions, trying to help me. We ended up laughing more than learning. Over time, we improved, even trying to mimic the actors' accents and tones. Once, after watching an American movie, Sam tried to copy a cowboy's accent. He looked at me and said in his best cowboy voice, "Howdy, partner." I couldn't stop laughing. It was so funny. But even with all the laughter, this method helped us understand the natural flow of English conversations. 2. Speaking practice with role playing. Another method we used was role playing. We'd pretend to be in different situations, like ordering food at a restaurant or asking for directions. One day, Sam pretended to be a waiter, and I practiced ordering food in English. I tried to sound polite and confident, but I accidentally asked for roasted chicken with cheese on top of chocolate. Sam burst out laughing, and I realized my mistake. These funny moments made practice feel less like studying and more like a game. And slowly my confidence grew. 3. Vocabulary challenges. We also had a game where we'd choose a new word every day and challenge each other to use it in different sentences. One day, Sam picked the word delighted. So, for the whole day, we tried to fit delighted into every sentence. I'm delighted to drink my tea, or I'm delighted to see the sunshine. By the end of the day, we couldn't stop saying it, and the word was forever stuck in our minds. This simple game made learning vocabulary fun and kept us both motivated. 4. Writing letters to each other. Writing was hard for me, so Sam came up with the idea of writing letters to each other. Each night we'd write a short letter in English, talking about our day or sharing a funny story. We'd exchange letters, read them out loud, and then correct each other's mistakes. Once, I accidentally wrote, "I had a shower with my sandwich," instead of I had a sandwich with my shower. Sam read it out loud, and we both laughed until our stomachs hurt. Despite the funny errors, this method helped me improve my writing and understand sentence structure. 5. Talking to locals during travels. When we traveled, we practiced our English by talking to locals. Sam encouraged me to ask questions or order food in English, even if I was nervous. In one small restaurant in Greece, I tried ordering a dish I couldn't pronounce. I ended up saying something completely different, and the waiter looked confused, but Sam quickly helped me out. These real-life experiences taught me to be brave and reminded me that making mistakes was just part of the journey. 6. Learning through songs and lyrics. Sam had a brilliant idea, learning English through songs. We picked popular English songs, printed the lyrics, and sang along, even if we didn't understand every word. Singing helped us improve our pronunciation and made learning enjoyable. There was one song we both loved, and we played it over and over, trying to match the singer's voice. Sam was terrible at hitting high notes, and I teased him about it. But by the end, we both knew every word by heart. 7. Setting small goals and celebrating wins. To keep our motivation strong, Sam suggested setting small goals. We'd aim to learn 5 new words each week or have a full conversation in English without switching to our native language. Each time we reached a goal, we'd celebrate, even if it was just by cooking a special meal or going for a walk. Celebrating these small wins gave us a sense of progress, and we felt proud of how far we'd come. Through all these methods, Sam and I created memories, laughed together, and sometimes struggled, but we never gave up. English became more than just a language. It became a bridge to our dreams. And with every word we learned, we felt more connected and more capable of achieving anything together.